crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby, 'cause I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough. Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
Dice que no le es suficiente, está mal de la mente. Cuando está solita que entre, música para ponerla en ambiente, yeah. Ella quiere que como aquella vez, le busco todo. Todo lo que se pone bonito se le ve. Empezamos a pie y ahora andamos en el jet. Vamos a calentar, baby, tú. No se quiere olvidar, lo quiere recordar, baby.
'Cause I can't get enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Latino gang.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get crazy. I like that, you like that, so let's be crazy. The contact, impact, I want that daily. Our breath getting deeper, deeper lately. I like that, baby. Yeah. Ooh, no one's gotta know. We can keep it low key. I'll be fine alone, long as you're alone with me. So incredible, unforgettable on me. 'Cause I can't get enough.
Benny Blanco.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
Chibabe man. Selena.
Yeah, I can't get enough of your love. Give me some more of it. I can't get enough. Yeah, 'cause I can't get enough.
You know, we'll do something called the gosh darn it.
Okay, the gosh darn it.
Me and Chris Brown did it in a video, and it's hilarious, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta catch it, you know what I'm saying? You throw it up and catch
Okay.
it. Okay. Can we get that? But you'll start one more time. You ready?
Okay.
Throw it up. Wait for it, wait for it. Okay. Ooh.
Double take.
You can hit the roll. You can hit the roll too with it. Okay, look. So like, so just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And
so-
we're
I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm.
And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. Welcome, basketball fans. It's Saturday afternoon, and you're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Trailblazers. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, is so tough.
And for the Trailblazers, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
No, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to everyone. The players, the coaches, the fans. I mean, there was the idea that they might struggle, but now reality is set in.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Blazers coach Terry Stotts had previous head coaching stints in Atlanta and Milwaukee, but it was as an assistant coach in Dallas, where he helped win the 2011 title, that he rejuvenated his career. Stotts wasn't sure he'd get another coaching opportunity, but after that, he said the stars aligned. Kevin, he's now in year 8 as head coach in Portland.
The players love him. Thank you, David. Talk about rookies getting early playing time these days. Were you counted on much your first season? You had a terrific rookie year, obviously, but I'm guessing you did. You were counted on early.
Yeah, you know, for the high draft picks, you're usually going to go to a team that really needs your help. I was just blessed that I had great veterans, Hall of Fame veterans. When you look at guys like Chris Mullin, how about that? I was able to watch him practice and work and take care of his body. Latrell Sprewell, Billy Owens, all the great players, Avery Johnson. So I was counted on to do a lot, but those guys helped me do a lot, and they pumped confidence into me. I was able to steal their style, their work ethic. They showed me the ropes the right way, and I couldn't have been blessed with any better veterans for me to start off my career.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Irving is out there with Harris, and it's LeVert in at the small forward. And for Portland, Hood and Tolliver at the forwards. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Whiteside in at the 5, roaming the paint. A shot's good from Irving.
Look at that. Irving just leaked out wonderfully in transition. He's a remarkable decision maker in fast break situations.
To the middle. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Irving. Lays it up and banks it in.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Harris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D really.
Lillard surveying the D. The pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Over Irving. And it's Lillard missing.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And here's Jordan outside. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lillard outside. It's Whiteside, top of the key. Kicks it out to Lillard. 5 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Whiteside, no good.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Chalk up 2 there. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Lillard misses. The Nets on offense. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And it's LeVert missing. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard up top. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Lillard's got 6 points.
Improving as a distributor, it helps when Hood tries to share it like this.
The shot's good from Irving.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Tolliver kicks to Lillard. Beyond the arc.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
Irving drives in. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And it's 13 points for Kyrie Irving. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. They trail by 9 points. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Releases from 15. Again, the Nets for 2.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Lillard against Irving. Here's Whiteside. And again, unable to change momentum here. Irving attacking. Here's LeVert. That shot missing. Great D that time from Hood. Trailblazers trail by 11. McCollum outside. Portland again missing.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
And a 4-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But, Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their point.
Yeah, Jay. They had a hard time taking the lid off the basket. Their offense just looked flat.
These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Take a look at Harris. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
And Lillard kicks to Tolliver. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Hood. And that one's good, Irving.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Right side, that shot off the mark.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
A nice shot by Harris.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
McCollum, no good. Nets leading by 15. Jordan dishes to Harris. Over McCollum. Harris's shot is off. Portland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And yes, it's good.
This is a shot Hood makes consistently. All he needs is breathing room, and the rest is easy.
Here's Irving. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
And here are the Blazers. Lillard from outside. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Now here's Prince. Here's Irving. It's tipped. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And here we go. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 8 points.
There's never going to be hesitation from Lillard on his catch-and-shoot opportunities. His confidence through the roof on those.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
That's good from Irving. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
And so Irving nails both of them. The NBA will play a regular season game in Paris for the first time. Hornets and Bucks. Chris Chris, you're planning to be there for that, aren't you?
Such a beautiful city. Can't wait. And think about all our players from France that are here now that are doing such great things in the NBA. It's going to be awesome for them to get to go home and do it in front of their families.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. How he did last season. Averaged about 13 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Wants to get it to Irving and does. Here's Allen. And the layup falls.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Poked loose. It's stolen by Allen. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
So it's Portland now. After the basket by Brooklyn. Great positioning on the putback.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Lillard with no one around. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Tolliver for the Trailblazers. Labissiere's checked in for Whiteside. Mario Hezonja comes in for Hood, and it's Simons in for Lillard. Then for the Nets, Caruch is checked in for Taurean Prince. David Mwaba comes in for Joe Harris. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Irving. No good on the second free throw.
Last season, Kevin, the Blazers making the conference finals for the first time in almost 2 decades. They didn't think they'd make it out the first round after the injury to their center, Yusuf Nurkic.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Bazemore, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
Nwaba. Quick shot there, and it's off target. C-Web Nurkic with that nasty leg injury in late March. That's the second time in 3 seasons that he'd suffered an injury right before the playoffs.
Kevin, that injury was so gruesome, and it happened in the midst of his best season so far. I mean, he was becoming that 3rd-star caliber player that they needed. And they're hoping this time they'll hit the playoffs at full strength.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Hezonja to the left wing. Here's Simons. Offensive rebound. Tolliver, no luck.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Dinwiddie, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Trailblazers trail by 18. Passes it to Bazemore. Here's Simons to the inside. Here's Labissiere. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
On the D doing all they can, but Labissiere is just a master at finishing from there. I mean, even while getting hit.
And it's Karuch missing.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Pass to Simons. Top the key, Bazemore. This year, kicks to Hazanya. Pass to Bazemore. Clock at 6. From 17 feet out, off the left rim and out. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Trailblazers in Portland. Count that one from Nwaba.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
The Trailblazers shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Down low, here's Hazanya. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
One shot.
That's good from Hazanya. Nets leading by 15. Here's Karuch. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Now the pass to Hazanya. Now here's Bazemore. Inside. Tolliver with the bucket. Tolliver's got 5 points so far.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
And a one-year player at Texas, Jared Allen came into the league as a bit of a project. He's got ample playing time to develop in Brooklyn.
For Brooklyn, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Trailblazers trail by 17. They get a hand on it. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Dinwiddie. Finished off the break. He has 6.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
That's his first personal foul.
The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, and without all the points they got off the bench, I mean, there's no way they could win that game. He was the 6th man to the rescue.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. Nets leading by 18. Baseline jumper, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Dinwiddie's got 8 points.
Oh, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Bazemore with it. Passes to Simons. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space.
Portland and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Wow. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
I keep a ticket on it, ain't nothing to me.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
I got him!
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Garrett Temple. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Moda in at the 3 spot.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. Now, here's Bazemore, Hazanya, and it's off from three-point range.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Bazemore finds Hazanya. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Hazanya's got 5 points in the quarter.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that. And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Here's Bazemore following the bucket by the Nets. To the inside. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Tries from 16. Again, the Nets for 2.
Yeah, no, almost any player left that wide open is going to bury that shot. This is the league. That's poor defensive work. Yeah, the Blazers boasting one of the game's elite backcourts in Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, other than the Splash Brothers, these two have the most points and three-pointers of any duo over the last handful of seasons.
Here's Karuch. He has 6.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. They get it back. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 5. Hazanya. Rebound, Brooklyn. And the Blazers used to stagger Lillard and McCollum's minutes. Chris, now they've embraced these two playing together more often.
Yeah, and they should, Kevin. I mean, they're both standing about 6'3", so defensively they give up a little height, but on their offensive end, the firepower that they bring to bear is something to watch.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Now look where I'm at, I cannot be mad. Jumped in the game and I did the dash. There's no looking back, can't live in the past. I know that you sad, go get you a bag. All of this winning is making you mad.
Almost entirely new group here for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Skal Labissiere. Rodney Hood comes in for Anthony Tolliver. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anferny Simmons. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Torian Prince, he's checked in for Karuch. Karis LeVert comes in for David Nwaba. Harris is checked in for Garrett Temple. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Irving's shot is good.
Almost impossible to stop on the drive at times. I mean, Irving's penetrating ability, just remarkable.
Lillard from outside. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense is creating some great opportunities.
Hazanya's shot is off.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Can't do a lot to stop Lillard. He's amazing at absorbing contact on these drives.
Harris inside the line. Not going to go that time, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And it's McCollum off the drive. Here's Hood, and it's sent back by Allen. Here's Prince, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Chris, is there someone you competed with that you feel is underrated by history, has not been given their due?
Oh, yes, definitely. I think when you look at White Chocolate Jason Williams, what he started in the culture of play and what he continued. And you look at Ben Wallace, who I played with 4 years at Washington, and he was coming off the bench there, and we saw that potential with him. I mean, the way he led the league in rebounding, his defensive prowess. I mean, the Pistons wouldn't have had a championship and gotten to another final if it wasn't for him. And also, I got to shout my man out, Mike Bibby and Peja Stojakovic, 2 of the best shooters I played with.
Oh, great names, and I totally agree. And both free throws good for Prince. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Down low, Hazanya drops in the layup for 2. Hazanya's got 13.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Here's Irving. And Whiteside sends it back. And now, here's Hazonia, guarded by Harris. Lillard from outside. That one's not going to go. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Lillard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Skal Labissière's checked in for Portland. First one falls for him. And before his scary foot dislocation in November of 2018, Caris LeVert enjoying a breakout season. Greg even garnering some most improved buzz around the NBA.
Yeah, and fortunately, the injury not as bad as it looked initially. He's looking to continue that impressive trajectory.
Good on both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And the call will be against Caris LeVert. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's his second.
Lillard is such a crafty finisher. Even when he takes a pounding, he sticks with it. Well, you think about a franchise player, it's hard to find a better example than Damian Lillard. His play, his presence, Kevin, he's one of the most important players in Blazers franchise history.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard. As you were talking about the presence of Lillard. Very cool and always composed.
Oh, Kevin, I love Damian Lillard. I mean, he's from Oakland. He has that town toughness. He's got that dog in him. I mean, he speaks softly and carries a big stick.
Here's McCollum. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. McCollum passes to Lillard. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. Then on Tuesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Lillard against Irving. Shoots over Lillard, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
He dishes it to Labissière. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. Brooklyn in control. Here's Irving. And it's good, 2 points. Irving's got 8 points here in this quarter.
The tenacity Irving plays with is infectious. I mean, staying in attack mode, scoring in a variety of ways.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. McCollum against Harris. Hood dishes to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Drains the three-pointer.
He's a volume three-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Here's Irving, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Lillard, the pass to Hood. McCollum with the ball. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the Trailblazers shooting 45% in quarter number 2. Hood finds Labissière. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Oh, and these close shots are the one Labissière makes consistently, almost unblockable, given his height and length.
And it's Brooklyn scoring again. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Personal foul.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. That one drops for him. McCollum's got 5 now. Brooklyn in control. Shoots from the baseline. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Lillard against Dinwiddie. Azania, the pass to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Prince has gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Feeds to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. That's 7 points for C.J. McCollum.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. And for Portland, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Lillard attacking, makes it off the glass. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
You got to love how clever Lillard is. I mean, he's exceptional at gutting the D apart with his dribbling moves.
Here's Dinwiddie. That one rolling around and rims out. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Now here's McCollum after Taurean Prince's miss to the middle. And there's Labissiere. That's good on the assist by McCollum.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Harris, good.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here. He's finally got into rhythm here in the second. His shooting percentage has taken a nice jump.
From past the arc, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Portland ball.
No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Damian Lillard, 3rd.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Pass to Azania. Outside Hood. Shoots over LeVert. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
For Portland, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And Portland making a change here. Bazemore's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Rodions Kurucs. He's checked in for Prince. David Mwaba comes in for Karis LeVert. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Joe Harris. That free throw good from Hood. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. In basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, and we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
Here's McCollum. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. Pass to Lillard. There's the triple. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Kurucs. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Carucci's has got 8 here in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Lillard, the pass to Hood. A putback. Hangs. And it's laid in by Labissiere. Labissiere's got 10.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Mwaba. Again, the Nets for 2.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Lillard from outside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah. Oh, and just look at Labissiere, just staying after it and creating additional opportunities for his team.
And so it's Brooklyn, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He ended up with 33 points, 3 steals, and 2 rebounds. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Kyrie just has so many shots in his arsenal. Shows you the range. He can take you up the dribble in either direction. Terrific floater. A magician at the rim. It's rare to see that.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We did it! And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. McCollum the 2 and Hood the 3. Labissiere out there with Anthony Tolliver, and it's Lillard in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
Greg, that's about as a high percentage a look as you're going to get running the floor beautifully.
Trailblazers trail by 19. The dish to Tolliver. Outside Hood. Labissiere in the corner. Lillard outside. The 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Burnett shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Temple gets the bucket. And the Nets lead by 21. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Hood on the wing. Takes a 3. And Damian Lillard, good for the 3. Lillard's got 24.
All right, I'm telling you, don't let Lillard get in rhythm. Once he's feeling it, he's going to burn you on every possession.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That sends Karis LeVert to the free throw line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. For Brooklyn, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hezonja's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Trailblazers trail by 20. And here's McCollum for 3. The rebound by Prince. Outside Jordan. Over Hezonja. And the shot is long.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
And after spending his first NBA decade with the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan bounced around last season, remains a supreme athlete and rebounder, though, at that center position.
Here's Irving, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Irving's got 35.
Incredible concentration from the veteran guard. Irving feels comfortable shooting in the face of a good defense.
Here's Lillard. Tolliver for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Nets leading by 19. And a nightly double-double threat is DeAndre Jordan, but some dissatisfaction with his play last season. Greg, why was that?
Well, I felt like his impact has tailed off just a bit from his peak with the Clippers. Sometimes the great athletes have more of an adjustment as they enter their 30s.
Timeout called the Nets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Your career is just a month from
Whiteside's checked in for Hezonja.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Prince. Some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Moment here now for an injury report. Now David Aldridge has an update for us on Hassan Whiteside. David, what's the news?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Trailblazers. He said that he does have a broken nose. It's definitely a painful injury, but not a worst-case scenario. Obviously, they can't afford to lose him. This would be devastating for this team. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
Yeah, but fortunately we know he's in good hands, so you hope to see him back on the court soon.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Now that's just how you draw it up. As easy as a look as they could find.
To the paint, here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
And even though he's 6'3", McCollum is still capable of dunking it on you. Can't forget about his athleticism.
Irving with the ball. Now defended by McCollum.
CJ. Well, some locker room tension for Kyrie Irving last season. His public comments were seen as a dig at the Celtics' young players. They made it deep into the playoffs without him in 2018. A sense they weren't having it.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And with the chemistry concerns, Irving blamed the media. Chris, he said that it breaks up locker rooms.
Yeah, and he also said, Kev, that he admitted that he didn't handle everything perfectly. He got off social media, putting those blinders on and focusing on his job.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Allen's checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Well, Irving came into this league as a terrific three-point shooter, and I think he's only getting better with age. And who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
The quick look, no good that time. Trailblazers trail by 19, and a wide open look for Hood. Off target from outside. Jacks up a 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the 3 as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the three-point line.
And the jam by Whiteside.
Well, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Here's Harris. Again, the Nets for 2.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Down low. Here's Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Here's Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's the bulldog in Irving. Getting inside, challenging the D, and coming away with the bucket.
Lillard finds Whiteside, and they double up Whiteside. And the pass to McCollum. Lillard outside. Here's Whiteside, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Whiteside's got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
If they close this win out, I know who my MVP is. His offensive performance tonight has been unreal.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 24. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 27.
And it's looking like he got his long-range touchback after the break. I mean, that's his second 3 of the half after none in the first.
Trailblazers trail by 19. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That will be the 3rd of this 6-game road trip. Prince, that's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
But they get it back. And that one, good. He's got 12.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Allen.
Yes. One of the best point guards in the league, getting inside and finishing. Kyrie Irving.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Well, their goal was to limit their turnovers. I mean, they've wasted way too many possessions with giveaways.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dance team.
Different look now for Portland. Ken Bazemore comes in for Hood, and it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Bazemore passes to McCollum. Bazemore against LeVert. Pass to Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Whiteside. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
He's been terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage through the roof.
Irving's shot is good.
This is one of Irving's favorite shots. He's great at squaring himself up before firing.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Pass to Whiteside. He's feeling it. Again, the Trailblazers score.
It's been one of those nights from he got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Portland ball.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Here's Simons. Now Whiteside. He kicks it to McCollum. Pass to Simons. And it's sent back by Allen. LeVert inside the line. Second shot opportunity. In deep, Prince drops it in. Prince has got 18 points.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Oh, Whiteside in position, throws down the alley-oop slam.
And he's just always an easy target on the alley-oop. With Whiteside's size and wingspan, it's just a matter of putting the ball up there where only he can go get it. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Now here's Bazemore. Whiteside with it. Picked up by Harris. Whiteside, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Here's McCollum. 21 points in the game. The pass to Whiteside. To the inside. Here's Bazemore. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Irving's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brooklyn leading by 23. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Simons. LeVert defending. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Releases from the wing and drills it. McCollum's got 23 points.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Everyone to give it up.
One of the top 10 shooting guards in the NBA, CJ McCollum. I mean, you wonder, though, would he be even better lined up as a point guard? I'm not sure. But his defense has been his shortcoming. The 6'3", his size is better suited for the one.
Checked in for Portland. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Prince. David Nwaba comes in for Karis LeVert. Garrett Temple has checked in for Harris. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. See what you think about McCollum as a point guard. His assists have dropped 3 seasons running.
Yeah, Kevin, but that's because his role on this team is to score. I mean, he's so skilled. He can get other guys involved, but you want him putting it in the bucket. Who's a better option than him besides Dame Lillard? On another team, though, with the chance to start at point guard, I wouldn't mind seeing that adjustment.
Here's McCollum. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Puts it up. McCollum, no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Dinwiddie. Rebounded by McCollum. 2 minutes. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's McCollum. Lays it up off the glass. McCollum's got 13 points in the second half.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Good on the shot.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Passes it to Bazemore. Takes the 3. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 6.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Garrett Temple.
There's a minute left in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Hezonja. And finish off by Hezonja.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. No good from Jordan. A challenging stretch here for Portland. Pass to Simons. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Whiteside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Mwaba. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Mario Hezonja. That's his second personal foul.
The Nets have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
David Nwaba at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. Here's Simons. The three-pointer, no good. Up in time. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Man, you see this so often, league-wide, ending the period with a three-point attempt.
And so it's Brooklyn, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Nets. Jordan is out there with Allen. Then it's Garrett Temple. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Nwaba in at the 3 slot. Now here's McCollum. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys. So you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that do a play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings earlier, stay at practice late, stay at meetings and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice, too. Pass to Trent. Lets it go from deep. That one misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Moda. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. And there's the pass to Brown. Good D by Jordan. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
Bangs home the trifecta. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Karuch. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Labissiere, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Basket counts.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Simons. Dinwiddie covering. Over in the corner, Brown. Passes it to Little. Tries a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Moda gets the bucket.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone, and if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate, but in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
That free throw, no good. Chris, last season, the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have, and they're not as intrusive as I thought. I was.
Me too.
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually, some I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company. Actually, so no, I think they've done a great job. Kind of. Just making sure it just slides in there, not taking away the shine from the team.
There's 3-pointers off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Here's Musa. He trains the quick shot. Musa's got 4 this quarter. The Trailblazers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. And with the likely return of prep-to-pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
Here's Trent. Inside, here's Labissiere, and Labissiere throws it down.
Oh, and when Labissiere is that close to the bucket, the D is done for. Like seeing him finish with the flush.
Timeout called the Nets.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
The Nets have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Chris, regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic, even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can go to Marshall Lonis, Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Got a piece of it. Here's Horde. Down low, here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up. The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And Rodions Kurucs picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Timeout called the Nets.
The Nets call timeout.
Yeah, I'm jogging to the bank. Captain of the ship and we won't sink. Give her 100 total. Work hard now, we finally seen a change. My brothers keep it deeper than a chain. Just like Fendi got a thing. And I'm dripping like a sink, yeah. These BBS's make you blink, yeah. I committed all the dots. Put that foreign out the lot. Move the family to the docks. Put some diamonds in my watch. Falling like a big shot. Falling like a big shot. Falling like a big shot. In LA. I got Gucci on my clothes. I still got homies on black shows. I'm just
Here's Horde. Brown outside. Out to the wing. The wide open shot by Little. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Moda. And again, it's Brooklyn converting. Portland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Lets it go. Trent can't hit.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Claxton, no good. The Trailblazers shooting well, 50% from the floor. Horde, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Horde! You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Pinson, that's good. The Trailblazers shooting here in the fourth quarter, around 41%. To the wing right side, wide open. That one good for 2.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Here's Kyrie, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
One shot.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
Kurucs was the 40th pick and wasn't expected to contribute, Greg, in year 1, but his strong play as a rookie has helped rescue a Nets team that was teetering on the brink with the loss of Karis LeVert.
You know, they had guys who could shoot, and they had guys who could defend, but no one who could do both. Kurucs can hit open threes, and with that 7'2" wingspan, a factor defensively.
And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated. Constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, Mike, myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said.
The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
At the elbow, Labissiere.
Wow, and at 7 feet tall, Labissiere is just talented at drawing fouls, utilizing his size well, and forcing the D to be physical.
At the line, the York Trailblazers, Scab Labissiere. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first.
And Labissiere screams potential, a gigantic player who plays both ends of the floor well.
And the Nets making a change here. Jordan's checked in. And so he hits both. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
you know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But again, how do you stop it? I mean, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You got to let me say that. And if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
Portland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Pass to Brown. Here's Horde. A 3-ball. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Horde's got 5 points now this quarter.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it
with the triple, shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. To the paint. Here's Musa. Makes it off the glass.
Janan Musa.
Here's Simons. And what a great job he's doing as a playmaker out there.
No doubt about it. And guys, the best players play for their teammates, not for themselves.
Here's Simons. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Horde. And the Trailblazers, another three. Brooklyn's guarded the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. The shot. Pass to Claxton. Three-pointer. That's tipped. And throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Portland ball.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
And for Portland, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. There's the pass to Brown. Here's Simons. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, you got your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And the shot goes in. Pinson's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Trailblazers shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Trent passes to Brown.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
Personal foul. Shooting for Portland. Brown. At the line for 2.
And he can't get the first one. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my
They'll
God.
love it.
This
You
would
better
be
believe
great.
it.
Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs. And they take that pride on. And it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
He had a nose for the basketball tonight, playing some disruptive D and picking pockets left and right.
Timeout called the Nets. They're up by 31. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Theo Pinson.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Simons. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Claxton the pass to Jordan. Over Brown. A nice shot by Jordan. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 17 rebounds. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Simons. Teardrop shot. Karuch grabs the board. Shoots from 12. Off on that one. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kyrie, big numbers for you tonight, and I always wonder what it's like to be in a zone like that offensively.
It was amazing. More importantly, we got the win, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates that did a heck of a job of competing every single minute of this game. It took everybody's effort from our bench. It took a 15-man effort, and I'm glad we got the win.
15 men, but one man was the difference. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.